Hello engineers and welcome to this video for PromptGeek. Google's Gemini AI model made headlines for being the most amazing AI model to be released yet, and what we actually got was a hell of a lot of controversy overshadowing the whole thing. Basically, Google has dragged itself into the culture wars. Gemini has a hard time depicting white people, it seems, and has resulted in some very questionable results. If you've ever come across an "I can't do that" message on an image generator, it's either because it's a violent image, or you're being a bit naughty with those prompts, you filthy lot. You've certainly, though, not received one for asking it to produce an image of a white family. Now, even if this was done with the best intentions and to help balance the model for an international audience, as Jack Krawczyk, the senior director of product for Gemini Experiences, claims, some of the results, I would guess, are probably more offensive as a result of it. The Black and Asian World War II German soldiers being one prime example of that. This has added fuel to the fire for anti-AI campaigners, and they are looking for any excuse to basically shut us down. And it's of course also given the right-leaning pundits on YouTube a hell of a lot of content to talk about. Now, in the future, we are going to be relying on AI more and more. And kids especially are using it as part of their learning. We are going to need to feel confident that the models that we are using are of course not biased, but they also need to be factually correct. If you ask for an image of the Pope and you get a picture like this, and that the AI language model is equally prone to hallucinations, nobody's going to know what the actual truth is. Unless of course they read a book or something, but that's not going to happen, is it? Google made Gemini 1.0 live in December 2023, and this February announced Gemini 1.5, which promises a whopping context window of up to 1 million tokens. Effectively, you could paste an entire 300-page book into the chat and have Gemini ingest it and then answer any questions about it. The truth is, putting the AI images to one side for now, there are plenty of other problems with Gemini. For a start, we're going to need to hope that there's a significant increase in its capabilities. Now, they say it performs at a similar level to 1.0 Ultra, but a quick view of posts surrounding the Gemini Advanced model, and you'll see that the current model leaves a lot to be desired, with people saying it's not even good enough for them to want to give up GPT-4. It struggled with logical reasoning questions like this one here. I think I probably would too, but then I'm not an AI. You can see that GPT-4 succeeded with this logic question and even explained its reasoning. It's also completely hallucinated a response to this image of a building floor plan, and ended up imagining that it was written in what I can only assume is Polish. In the second one, it thought it was looking at a duplex apartment with bedrooms, not what it is in fact, a school. Then, of course, we do have the problems of the AI image generator, the bit that's getting all of the media attention. It's been so bad that Google has now taken the feature offline. The model flat out refused to create images if you prompted for a white person, yet it happily did it for any other race. As I said before, the product director Jack Krawczyk made a statement that Google had missed the mark with their models weighting towards diversity. It raises a question though. Had it not been causing such a backlash, would he have let it slide under the radar? I think we know the answer to that, after having read some of these resurfaced tweets. Now, Jack's put his account on X private, but somebody was able to get some screenshots beforehand, and you do get the picture of someone who embodies the fringe left of identity politics. Now look, we should strike the balance with these sort of subjects. But clearly, Jack has gone full out on the woke Kool-Aid talking points. It's true that AI image models do have some biases ingrained in them. There is actually a lot of evidence out there that proves this is the case. And it does tend to associate certain races and genders with certain roles. How much of a problem it is really depends on your perspective. But technically speaking, you can prompt your way around it, and if you really want to, you can find some amazing laws for stable diffusion that can create generations of any gender and race and make them look fantastic. If this wasn't part of a woke identity politics play for the culture war, then Google has clearly overcorrected here. it looks just as bad, if not worse, than just having the inherent biases there. Now hear me out. The training data for a model like Stable Diffusion is managed and filtered, and there are developers who are trying to reduce bias where they can and where appropriate. But the majority of that bias comes from the data rather than the developers themselves. Putting your finger on the scale in such a way as to ban people from even prompting images of white people and to have the AI model retcon historical figures to be diverse is just helping to fuel claims of those white-leaning pundits. Now, you can say that it's a conspiracy theory all you want, but if you keep giving them examples of it in action, you'll soon find it very difficult to refute. Now, I think that we do need to be responsible with our use of AI, and certainly in the training of AI image models. If you're building it for an international audience, you will want it to be representative of that audience. But we should be striving for a balanced approach to these issues and making sure that we have an actual usable product at the end of it. Plus, the image quality from Gemini is just basically rubbish, so there is that too. Will Google get this correct now, and have we just found AI being dragged into the culture war? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to learn how to create amazing realistic AI images of all races, genders, etc., you need the perfect prompt, and this video here will help you to do that. Now make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one, prompt engineers.